Hello. So today I'm going to talk about my I don't even know what to call it because I'm still growing through it right now. So my soul journey, my soulmate journey, my twin flame, karmic, whatever, all of that shit. um where to start? Where to start? So I'm gonna start with, okay, I guess back in Miami. So, when I was out there, I just, like, I would be at work and I'm like, it was just weird because, like, okay, when you open up your heart chakra for love, then you become more susceptible. Is that the word? Susceptible to all energies, even if it's not of love, because you're just open in general. And then you have to use your discernment from that point on. Yeah. So I was just dancing my ass off. Like, I was just I was open and just flowing and flying, you feel me? And I would, like, the DJs would like play a lot of love songs, and I had went to work. Climax has like an old school Mondays, so when I got there and when I went to when going to work, it was an old school Monday. So it's from like old, like, black R&B type shit. Sorry, excuse me. But yeah, they were playing like old black R&B style music. And I was just vibing. I was feeling it. Oh wait, it's 7:29 in the morning. So yeah, I was just feeling the little vibes and enjoying myself. And like, they were just dropping hints and saying small things like, she ready for love. And then I could feel other times like people were trying to manipulate my love energy. So they would try to manipulate to make me feel like I'm supposed to be, or I'm supposed to be dealing with a certain person, or supposed to be liking a certain person. And like I said, you know, you gotta use discernment and understand what's not for you and what is for you. So I understood that a lot of these situations they were trying to connect me to had absolutely nothing to do with me. Like, no, not a chance. So I was able to get out of that vibe. And then it was like everywhere I went after that, it was the same thing. Like, it doesn't matter if I went to a regular job. Like, it was like people were just constantly trying to manipulate my love energy and push it onto a person. And I'm like, shit, I know better. Like, I know better than that. Like, I know, you know, pretty much. At first, I'm not gonna lie, like, the first time it happened when I was at work, I had fell into that energy a little bit. And like, after I left work, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it really opened my mind up, like, what the hell is going on? Like, so yeah, it was just weird. And I'm trying to think of the best way to explain these incidents. Like, it's just otherworldly. Yeah. Okay, well, long story short, I guess pretty much I was kind of confused. And I remember I went back to Alabama after all of that happened. And one of my friends that I had out there, I had hung out with her. And then I could also feel her trying to manipulate my energy a little bit. I didn't feel it at first, honestly, until we went out and I did a reading on both of us. And then when she was with me, like, the reading was like, it was like she manipulated my reading pretty much. So it was like about my ex. Sorry, y'all. It was I just brushed my teeth and this mucus be having to come out my system. So it was about my ex, and I'm like, what the hell? Because like I felt like that my karmic twin or whatever, my karmic relationship, he and I had broken up, and afterwards I started to realize like it wasn't just him. I had to see where I went wrong in there. So at that point in time, I was like starting to notice and see what I did wrong in the relationship. So I came to realization of that, and I was on the mood of I gotta put my pride to the side. So I went to see him. I went to see him the day before I seen her, actually. And then I went back again the next day because, yeah, like I said, she manipulated my reading. And I didn't notice really until like I was away from her. But when I was reading my cards after she had went in somewhere, and I'm like, let me just pull some cards while I'm by myself. Like Spirit was telling me like, you need to pull, do another pull for yourself, like while you're alone. So that's what I did. And it was basically just speaking on what I thought like somebody was like using dark magic against me and trying to manipulate my love energy, or my frequency, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, it was multiple people at that. Like I didn't know that until I started I'm like, something is not right with my readings. I feel like I'm a little off. So I was like, let me go online and look up readings. And prior to this, I never, ever went on YouTube to look up readings because I'm like, I can read myself. Like, I don't, I just wasn't with it. But the spirits at this point was telling me like 727, that's what you need to do, that divine protection, that divine intervention, okay? So that's what they were telling me to do. So that's what I did. And then things just start like flowing out because the next time I had went to his house, it didn't go as planned. Like the day before that, we had I slept over there and all of that. It wasn't the best night, but still, yeah. And then the next day, it was like worse. So it was God really trying to pull me and rip me with 808. It was God really trying to rip me and pull me away from this person. And I needed to do that for myself. Like it wasn't, even if it was manipulated into me falling back into that situation, it was still God working out for me because he let me know, like, this is not what you deserve. This is not the love you're really looking for. Like, you can do better. You got to do better. So at that point, that's when I kind of like realized that. And I'm like, you know what? Like, I should keep this energy, but that doesn't mean that he deserves this energy that I have. Because he's not perfect, and I doubt that he was willing to change. And I know he wasn't willing to change or willing to grow or do anything from his situation that he was currently in. So after that, I had, like I said, went back to Alabama, and then I had seen, I don't know, I didn't see her again. We were texting a little bit, like on Snapchat, and that was it. We didn't really speak 9/19. We didn't really speak too much after that. It was the ending, okay? Because I was starting to figure out shit. And I felt like she knew as well that I was starting to put two and two together. Because like she would just say small things that I guess she felt like I was too ignorant to even catch on to. But if you call yourself a master manipulator, then I know you are not of God. I know you are not of light. I know you are not a light worker. That means you move in the underworld if you're focused on manipulating reality. So, yeah, I kind of separated myself from that. And it's crazy because people do magic. They will teach their children how to practice dark arts from an early age. Like, and that's sickening and sad. Like 1010, people will ruin their children as much as they've been ruined. Childhood traumas, all of that. So it was like we were talking and I was trying to get her on the love frequency. Like, hey, you know, let's 1026, that's my birthday, then 1027, then 1029. Okay, so I tried to get her on the love frequency that I feel like I was flowing on, but her heart is so dark that she can't even fathom getting off the frequency of manipulation that she lives in. And yeah, I just felt like God didn't want me there. He didn't want me in that area. He didn't want me around the people that I was around because I wasn't living how I was supposed to. I was living in her energy. And I'm like, well, the readings that I was reading, that I was looking at online, were pretty much telling me that like someone tried to project their energies onto you and a bunch of different other things. And I'm like, it was crazy. 11:19. It was crazy because 11:22. It was crazy because every time I had went to work somewhere or anywhere, I could be out and about anywhere, honestly, and it was always someone trying to like offer me money for my time. And I'm like, this never like used to happen like that. Like, I used to get taken out on dates all the time. Like, every guy that ever approached me, like, wanted to say 11:44, wanted to take me out on a date, wanted to, you know, get to know me, like, in real life and be around my energy in real life, not just suck up some sex from me. And so that felt very odd. And I'm like, it was just weird. I'm like, why does this keep happening everywhere I go? Like, so yeah, it just wasn't right. It just felt off. And then I was in my sugar baby situation, and I realized like that was a part of the problem as well. Like, you don't know who knows who works with who. I'm not really from none of these areas, so I don't know what people got going on. So, sorry, I just thought about something. But yeah, so you never know what people really got going on. And yeah, you never know what the hell people got going on. Okay. So the situation that I was in with the guy, like, he was very controlling and like money wise, like I was stuck there for a while and I didn't even understand or see my stagnation and my stuckness. I was lost. I don't know. I was suppressing my abilities with alcohol and weed. Like, I still drink. Like, I have a drink right here next to me. But it's a difference when, like, I'm getting drunk to when I'm in the house getting drunk, like, just so I can be okay being sitting in the house. Or I'm smoking, like, hella blunts just to be okay sitting in the house. Like, I didn't recognize that was a problem until I started back moving around. And I had to go to Florida a few times to do things. And then I would notice, like, while I'm gone, like, I wasn't drinking or smoking like that. And I'm like, well, why when I'm in this environment, like, I have to, 13:55, I have to overly, like, indulge to make myself feel comfortable. Because my spirit was telling me, like, it's something not right here. Like, it's something not right here. And I wasn't listening because I was so clouded by drugs and alcohol. So, or I was trying to hide it with drugs and alcohol. So I had to make the conscious decision to say, like, this is not the situation I want to be in. This is not for me. I don't want to, I guess that was my problem that I had to, like, figure out. I don't want anyone to take care of me. Like, I want to be able to have a partnership. I want to be viewed as my husband's equal, even if I don't make as much money as you, or if I do make more money than you. I still want you to provide and look you know, and do what a man does, but I want you to look at me as your equal. Like, I can buy things or I can do things just like you can. So, yeah, I had to get out of that mindset, I guess, to where I wanted people to do things for me. And yeah, that was 1515. That was a lot of her energy. People get stuck in their lives and they want you to be stuck with them, especially if they see that you may know a little something, or if you have some type of goddamn sense or dreams, then they don't want you to live out their dreams because they never had the chance to. And I'm like, I had to understand and overstand and realize that. So yeah, it just, this card spoke of people harvesting my energy and all type of shit. And I'm like, it's crazy because like when me and my ex had broke up, like we still talk damn near every day for like a year. And I used to say that all the time, like, don't be calling me trying to steal my energy. I knew exactly what was going on, but I didn't, it was unconsciously knowing. Like when I look back on all my music today that I was writing after we broke up and throughout that time, my unconscious mind was releasing all of that on paper. Like everything that I was going through, it was releasing that on paper. And I did not realize it until now when I watch these videos and pay attention to what's going on and all of these things. And then I listen back to my music, or I would say a verse from my song, and I'm like, hold the fuck up. Like, this literally describes this whole situation. Like, so yeah. And yeah, it was just crazy. So he would call me every day. We would talk all the time. Like, he'd call me as soon as he wake up in the morning just to like suck up my energy before he went to about his day. And I should have just stopped talking to him. But like I said, you know, things happen for a reason. So maybe that was God trying to give him his chance to change his ways. 1717. Maybe that was God trying to give him his chance to change his ways. And he never did. So yeah. And then pretty much I ended up leaving Alabama after that, because I was like, well, after the last time I was there, which was just literally a few weeks ago, if that, like a week ago, honestly, a week and a half, I ended up leaving because I'm like, I can't get stuck here. Like, she's stuck here, like everybody who's here is stuck here, and this is not going to be a trap for me. So yeah, I released myself from all of those energies and I left. And I'm not going to go too far into detail about where I am now and what's going on right now yet, because I'm still in the process of figuring it out. But yeah, I feel like God was just trying to get me to change my ways and to understand and realize who the fuck I was, so I could fall into divine order and understand what's going on around me and know how to deal with it and know how to counteract whatever is going on and all of these different things. So like they say, when your blessings are backed up, then they come in like tenfold. So out for the past 2 weeks, I have been going through it. I was just so overly aware to everything. I felt everyone trying to suck my energy wherever I went. And it was like, I had to, 1907, I had to start to protect myself and learn how to do that. And learn how to fight back, counteract, all of that. So yeah, it was just very heavy for me, because it was like so much was coming in at once. I was fighting so many demons at once, and still am, because it's not just her. Like, I'm like, I know several people like have things upon, like try to put monkeys on me, you feel me? You know, they say the monkey in your back. Several people have tried to do that to me. Because I go around people a lot because I am a people person. So I like to deal with people, be around people. So, I mean, even though I'm by myself most of the time, But when I do go around people, like, I'm that big ball of energy and ball of light to where it's like, oh, hi, da, 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 da. I'm speaking to everyone, all of that good stuff. So people recognize that and they see that light and they like, ooh, I want some of that. And instead of doing the work, they just want to take yours. Yeah. I was gonna say something else. I'm gonna have to start writing things now so I can properly remember them, because I have so many thoughts that like flow through my mind on a regular basis. But I was gonna mention, so the readings that I had looked upon as well, they pretty much told me that, like, they said it was several people, like a collective type of thing, in several different areas at that. And I guess they said maybe someone knew more about my life than me. Like someone was going, my throat chakra, someone was going to get readings and someone was going to, to like witch doctors type of stuff to figure out about my life and what's coming for me, and basically so they could try to pretty much put roadblocks in the way. And it made sense because, like I said, when I was going places, I felt like everybody around me knew something that I did not. It was like 2139, no more. But I feel like everyone around me knew something that I did not. Like they knew I was supposed to be finding love or finding someone. And I didn't even know that. Like, so, and I'm still just here living in the present moment. But yeah, so it was like everyone knew that I was supposed to be finding someone. So they were pretty much trying to do everything that they could to break my spirit or to stop me from finding this person, or, from this person finding me, 2215. Sorry. Yeah, from me finding this person or this person finding me. So, I'm gonna do a part 2. And I'm in Houston now. Hello. London, speed it up. Houston, rock it. Okay? But yeah, so I'm in Houston right now. And I'm going to talk more about Houston in a few days. I just want to continue to let things play out so I can see what's going on fully and understand a little more before I start to tell you guys anything. 2303, before I start to tell you guys anymore. But yeah, that's just a little insight on my journey. So a big thing I said, when you open that heart chakra to love, make sure you have that 2323. Make sure you have that discernment and keep that discernment in mind, because people will manipulate that energy when they see that you are vibrating off of love and peace, love and happiness. People will try to manipulate that energy. Yeah, I was gonna say something else, but I kind of forgot it. It'll come back to me. Give me a hot second. Yeah, so people try to manipulate that love energy. That's what it was. I felt like, because at first it was like when I was being nice to people, I was looking more so towards, okay, I'm gonna just be nice so this person can like not be a dick to me. And then now it's like, I don't give a fuck if you're a dick. That's just you. I'm gonna live off of love and continue to be happy and be God's child, okay? Keep my eyes open. Continue to let my crown chakra flow freely out here, because, when you got that, what's against you? What can prevail against you when you have God on your side? And when you're open and even to all of these negative energies, then you can feel them. When you use that discernment, you can start to feel the difference between the negative and the positive energies that may be surrounding you. And you can, maneuver through those. So yeah. But that's all for now. Cause YouTube act like you don't like uploading my long videos. So I'm trying to keep it cute. So I'll come back later with the reading. I pulled a bunch of cards for myself and I didn't even start reading them yet. So I'm about to do that now. Have a great morning. Oh shit. I don't know what that means, but I meant to do deuces. Oh, last thing I want to say as well, be very wary. And like I said again, use your discernment, even when you're watching tarot videos online, because a lot of these energies are mixed in with the manipulation energies. So I like a lot of the tarot stuff that I was looking at was pretty much like mentioning my ex, like just constantly speaking on him and like how he's gonna contact me and all of this shit. And I don't need to focus on the past. Like, I'm moving up. We're growing up and we're moving forward, okay? Moving forward. Like, no. So yeah, be very wary and conscious. If you feel like something does not resonate with you, or if you feel like it's taking you to a space that you don't want to go, exit off that reading. Don't watch it, because some of them are, like I said, those manipulative energies trying to push you in the wrong direction. So just be wary and be cautious. 107, when I said that divine protection, protect yourselves. Well, we're already protected. So just use that discernment. Bless.